Right, so one of the most common problems I faced when I was in med school is the overwhelming amount of information I had to learn in a short amount of time. I was reading all these textbooks, studying all these handouts, and memorizing each and every concept. But I ended up information overloaded and burned out because even if I spent equal amounts of time studying everything, I still didn't get the results I would have wanted. And this is when I came across the concept of the 80-20 rule, which significantly impacted the way I approach studying, and I got to study more in less time, and this even helped me rank first in my internal medicine board exam. And so in this video, we're gonna go over what is the 80-20 rule, how to apply it in your studies, and finally, I'm gonna share some examples of how I've used it when preparing for exam. Let's get into it. Now, the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, states that in almost every system, 80% of the results or the outputs come from 20% of the causes or the inputs. So, for example, in managing your time, 80% of the productivity comes from roughly 20% of the things that you will do for the day. And this 20% may be the blocks of time when you're staying focused while studying, which are high impact activities, as opposed to doing low impact activities such as scrolling on Instagram or spending 2 hours trying to find a perfect pen to write notes with. And on a more personal level, 80% of your happiness and overall satisfaction comes from 20% of the activities that include spending time with your loved ones or pursuing your hobbies. Now, this concept has historically been applied to business management situations, but can also be applied to other areas like studying. So the next question is, how do you use it for your studies? But before we answer that, let me ask you one question. Have you ever noticed that even if you have gone through all of the handouts or read the book cover to cover, that not every topic was asked? And that most of the questions were only about a few important topics? Now, that is one example of the 80-20 rule in action. This means you shouldn't be spending equal amounts of time studying each and every topic, but instead, you should prioritize mastering the 20% of the study materials or the high-yield topics to get the most results, the 80%, in less time. Because this will help increase your chances of getting a good grade while freeing up your time for rest and doing other activities. But how do you find what the 20% is? Now, one way of doing that is by reviewing past exams, because this can help you identify what are the frequently asked high-yield topics or questions, and will also give you a better idea of what to expect for the upcoming exam. And this will also allow you to focus on the most important study material, but also on those areas where you're weakest at, so you can address them before the exam. Now, another thing is to use board review books such as the First Aid for the USMLE or the BRS books, because these resources will give you a distilled version of the core concepts that are frequently asked in the board exams, complete with useful mnemonics. Now, if you want to know more about how I use past exams to help me study in med school, you might want to check out this video over here. Now, thank you so much for watching, and do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and see you in the next video. Bye.